The European Open, the second major of the year, has come and it is gone, and disc golf fans were able to pay witness to the most dominant duo in disc golf major history, and it's not even close. And that was it. Nothing else really interesting happening during this weekend, and that's all I've got. Really, though, I'm excited to unpack everything that happened this weekend in Finland, but before I do, I just wanted to say thank you for being here at Heiserflight. It's my goal by the end of the month to reach 100 subscribers, and if you enjoyed this video and want to help me reach it, that would mean a lot. So let's get to the elephant in the room. I think that everything that can be said about the Nico Locastro situation has been said, so I'm going to leave it be. Plus, I wouldn't want some temper tantrum to overshadow the disc golf greatness that happened this weekend. If you watch my video previewing this event, you'll know that I predicted Paul McBeth to be your European Open champion. I said that people seemed to kind of forget about Paul and were discounting him in tournaments based off of his recent performances, which was fairly understandable. But I said that with athletes like Paul, all-time greats in their sport, that when the world starts forgetting about them, they make sure that you remember. Plus, it was a major, and Paul had won this event 5 times, and to me, the stars seemed to be aligning for a Paul McBeth sweep and another major victory in his trophy case. And that's how it appeared to unfold. Paul McBeth, over 4 rounds, shot an 11 under, a 12 under, and 2 9-unders to give himself a 1072 rated event. There was only one time in disc golf major history that someone finished with a 1072 or higher rating and didn't win the event. That was Ricky Wysocki in the 2019 World Championship. So Paul couldn't possibly lose, right? Kevin Jones, who finished behind him, had a measly 16 strokes to make up in order to catch Paul. It wasn't going to happen. But lo and behold, despite one of the best major performances of his career, Paul McBeth in fact did not take home the trophy. No, as you're all aware, the winner of the 2022 European Open was none other than Eagle McMahon. Yes, that Eagle McMahon, the guy who couldn't throw forehand because of a shoulder injury and instead decides to occasionally throw left-handed like a maniac. The guy who hasn't played a disc golf tournament in 3 months. The guy that I thought would finish this tournament in 5th place at best, yet Eagle McMahon shot a 1074 rated event, which was the highest event rating in disc golf major history. And to think that he won by 1 stroke. Paul and Eagle absolutely dominated the field this weekend. They pushed each other to greater and greater heights, culminating in what will be ultimately remembered as one of the best duels in disc golf major history. I wonder if Eagle's injury might have helped him in some ways to take down this major. Eagle's mind-blowing distance off the tee and as consistent as ever putt are not parts of his game that are up for debate. Where I've seen Eagle struggle, though, is with shorter, more touchy shots, especially in the woods. I've seen him make errors when he needs to power down on a shot to maneuver a narrow gap. This weekend, Eagle's control and touch appeared almost better than ever. I can only speculate that through rehabbing his arm, Eagle spent a lot of time practicing powered down throws, and the fruits of his labor were on full display. This could be a terrifying proposition for the field moving forward. When I look back on tournaments, I try to find major turning points, where the momentum took a shift in one player's favor. This video would be an hour long if I did so, because the momentum this weekend between Paul and Eagle was changing hole after hole after hole. It was a spectacular tournament and undoubtedly exceeded expectations. Once again, just to emphasize how unfathomably dominant these two were this weekend, take a look at this. Here's the 16-stroke gap between 2nd and 3rd place at the conclusion of this year's European Open. That's a new record. The previous largest gaps between 2nd and 3rd at a major were in 1999, 2002, and 1995. Yeah, that sort of greatness from your top 2 finishers does not come often. Another thing I have to point out was the gallery in Finland. We've seen large galleries in the past specifically for European events, but this weekend's crowd was something special. It's crazy seeing an entire disc golf fairway lined end to end. I can imagine was a factor that only heightened the pressure and the prestige of this event. I hope we'll continue to see galleries grow and look like they did this weekend in Nokia. I also need to give a quick shout out to Chandler Kramer. This dude was throwing some of the wackiest forehand lines I've ever seen or believed were possible. He's like the reverse James Conrad. Before his trip to Europe, Chandler's highest finish in a Silver Series or better was 10th place, and he was sitting as your 42nd best player on UDisc rankings. Then he came to Europe, and he took down 2 5th-place finishes in both the Sula and the European Open, both the best results of his career. This weekend, Chandler still finished with the 3rd best birdie rate in the field, despite putting a brutal 71% from C1X. This just goes to show how elite his forehand is off the tee. I'm not going to read too much into all of this, but congratulations to Chandler, and I look forward to hopefully seeing him on another lead card someday. This weekend was something special, and despite the drama and controversy and distractions, don't get it twisted. The season is leading up to an exciting pinnacle, and honestly, I'm left with more questions than answers with the World Championships looming on the horizon. Will Eagle continue this blistering pace? How will Paul bounce back from such a heartbreaking loss? Has Kevin Jones finally broken his slump this season? How will some of our best players like Ricky, Calvin, and Simon react after a below expectations major? Let me know what you think in the comments. The European Open was record-breaking and exciting in some wonderful ways and some not so much, but now we look to the future. There's 3 Elite Series events coming before Worlds. I think that the month of August is going to be really interesting in seeing where the field stacks up leading up to Worlds in Emporia, to the East Coast swing, and to the conclusion of an already incredible season. I'll be here all along the way. Thanks for watching, and until next time.